This video will have numbers 3 and 4. Mrs. Muggenbuffen collects stuffed animals. She purchased the same number of animals on eBay each week. 3 weeks after she began collecting, she had 13 animals. 7 weeks after, she had 25 animals. How many animals did she have when she began collecting? So here, based on this data, we can figure out how many animals she's adding each week. So if after 3 weeks, she had 13, and after 7 weeks she had 25, we can find the adder here by just finding the change in the output divided by the change in the input. So 25 minus 13 is 12, and then the change in the input is 4. So 12 divided by 4 is 3, which means she's adding 3 animals every week. Working backwards to find how many she had when she began collecting, if we just keep subtracting 3, then we end up having 4 animals at the start. So write an explicit equation to represent the sequence. So T of n equals, starting with 4, adding 3 each week, arithmetic. A recursive definition has 2 parts. One is to give a term in the sequence, so we can say the first term is 7. Second part is to write a recursive equation. So the next term, T of n plus 1, is always equal to the current term plus 3. Will she ever have exactly 91 animals in her collection? So if we were to check whether our explicit equation would ever give her exactly 91 animals on a given week, if we solve this, we get n equals 29. So yes, 29 weeks later, she'll have exactly 91 animals. Number 4, an object travels 9 meters after 1 second, another 27 meters the next second, and then 81 meters more in the third second. The pattern will continue for 12 total seconds. Write an expression in sigma notation. Sigma notation is this, where you can plug in starting with this number all the way up to whatever integer goes up here. So since the pattern continues for 12 seconds, we know that we're trying to represent the distance the object is traveling. So this is the number of meters in the first second plus another 27 in the second, 81 meters, and so on, for a total of 12 seconds. So if I go from n equals 1 up to n equals 12, then my formula would have to have the initial value. Here I can see that this is being multiplied by 3 each time, so the initial value is 9 divided by 3, times 3 each time to the nth power. What is the total distance the object traveled? There's 2 ways to do that. You could either actually write out all of the distances from the first second all the way to the 12th second and add it up, or if you'd rather use the formula, this is a geometric sequence. To find the sum of a geometric sequence, we take the first term times 1 minus the multiplier to the number of terms over 1 minus the multiplier. So in this sequence, the first term is 9, 1 minus the multiplier is 3, and we know that it's 12 total seconds, so the number of terms is 12, and then 1 minus the multiplier again. So in our calculator, we can type all that in. 9 times 1 minus 3 to the 12th power is equal to that, divided by 1 minus 3, which is negative 2. So we get 2,391,480 meters.